May it please the court. Good morning.
Good morning.
This conversation you're talking about happened in Hawaii, didn't it?
No.
Where was it?
Costa Rica.
I'm sorry, Costa Rica. And the reason you all were talking about her marriage, there was a reason she was upset in her marriage at that time, wasn't there?
Not that I know.
Think hard.
She was upset. What I understood from the conversation is things were frustrating at home.
And that's because she believed he was having an affair with a coworker. Is that right? Is that right?
She and I never discussed her thinking about an affair.
Is that the context of the conversation you were having that day, that she believed he was having an affair with a coworker, and that's why she was upset with her marriage and talking about divorce?
I don't recall that.
You are in the
Were you
little
aware of it
office.
at that time, that there was an affair going on between Eric and a coworker?
I don't recall that conversation versus when I found out.
When did you find out?
Or wait, I'm sorry, will you repeat that question?
When did you find out that Eric was having an affair with a woman that worked with him?
These are facts, not in evidence. Assumes facts, not in evidence.
Foundation. You got to lay foundation for this. I'm not sure this witness knows anything about it. Why don't you ask?
You just testified that when you found out, you weren't sure if it was during this conversation. So when did you
No.
find out?
That's not accurate. You have to ask it open-ended.
Okay. When did you find out? Was it any time near this conversation?
Will you repeat that question with more detail?
When did you find out that Eric was supposedly having an affair with another woman in context to this conversation? Before, after, during?
I'm having a difficult time understanding because help me understand affair.
Oh, for the love of fuck.
What? In the Bill
Hell-
Clinton?
Oh, this is... Oh, you just got wrecked. Are you that woman?
Yeah,
Allison? I mean, is it more which one? What the fuck?
Look, yes, will it be embarrassing if Eric gets found out having an affair? Yeah, but he's not alive to worry about it. And I say that as someone who's lost my first husband, so I have the widow pass.
Because, like, I think there was a friendship with a lady, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what was going on.
Understood. That's fair. So let me rephrase it. Did you become aware that Eric had intimate feelings towards a woman that he was working with?
Your Honor, assumes facts, not in evidence.
She's
Argument in the
asking
question.
whether this person ever became aware of it. Overruled. It's a yes or no question. Ms. Wright, could we start there?
Can you repeat the question?
Did you become aware that Eric, at around this time, 2019, had intimate feelings towards another woman that he worked with that was causing problems in their marriage?
I don't remember when I became aware of it.
Ballpark.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't want to say. Who are you protecting?
Yeah,
I think I'd heard of it like twice, and I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
When you were having this conversation with Kouri, did you know at that time?
I don't believe I did.
All right, these vacations, you had vacations with Eric and Kouri on more than one occasion, didn't you guys?
Yes.
And then at some point, those totally stopped, didn't they?
Yes.
And what happened that made you guys stop going on vacations together?
COVID was the next year.
Besides COVID.
Our family life was busy.
In fact, didn't Cody and Eric have a big falling out? Your husband is Cody Wright, correct?
My husband is Cody.
And how does Cody Wright know Eric?
We were friends in high school. They went on to work together, broke off and started a business together, and maintained their friendship.
So they were business partners.
Correct.
And they both owned C&E stonemasonry together, right?
Correct.
And at some point, your families quit hanging out. Personally.
We continue to go to birthday parties and like that kind of an event. No longer vacations. I think we had a vacation planned in 2020 that got canceled due to COVID is the one that I recall.
In fact, didn't Eric and Cody have a falling out over Cody calling the police on Eric?
Cody didn't call the police on Eric.
Did Cody provide testimony against Eric with relation to an investigation against Eric for
Objection,
violating
Your Honor.
hunting laws?
Lack of foundation.
Well, this is a different question. Ask her if she's aware.
Are you aware that Cody provided information to law enforcement against Eric for a violation of hunting laws?
Yes.
Okay. And Eric and him, as I would say, fell out over that. I don't know another word. Had a disagreement about that.
Yes, temporarily.
And you guys never vacationed together again after that, did you?
No.
All right. Now you said that you did the payroll and the bookkeeping at C&E, is that right?
We have a payroll service company.
Oh, sorry, sure. Okay, but you do the bookkeeping.
Yes.
So you know how much money is coming into that company, right?
Correct.
And you know how much money is going out, right?
Yes.
And do you and your husband have joint, do you share your marital money or does he keep his business money separate?
We share our marital money.
Objection,
Pause
Your
for
Honor.
1 second, Ms. Nestor. Go ahead, Ms. Sherman.
This is outside the scope of correct.
Sustained.
All right. Setting aside your personal financial affairs, you're very aware of C&E's financial affairs, correct? Because you do the bookkeeping.
Correct.
All right. And
Objection, Your Honor. This is still outside the scope.
no, it's not.
Yeah, please approach. I'm not sure where you're headed here.
This got spicy.
Oh,
I did not expect this.
yeah. And define again what Kouri defines as an affair or potentially an affair could have been a friendship with someone at work.
Yeah.
We don't know what that is, and that might be why she's having a hard time answer. I think the defense seems interested in
Yeah. They have information they want in.
yeah, but I think they have to be careful how much they try to muddy
Since
Eric
Eric's
up.
death, you and your family have grown pretty close to the Richins family. Is that fair?
Objection, Your Honor.
Goes to
Outside the
bias.
scope.
Goes to bias.
Overruled. If you would please restate the question.
Since Eric's death, you and Cody have become very close to the Richins family. Is that fair?
I would say the relationship didn't change.
So you were very close to them before.
Yes.
And it's true that since Eric's death, your husband has even accompanied them to court hearings and sat beside them. Is that right?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
And I think everything else is going to be when we recall. Ma'am, we're going to recall you later. We would ask that you're not released from your subpoena, and the judge will instruct you about that. That's all we have at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything within the scope of cross, Ms. Sherman?
If I could just have a minute.
Of course.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Wright, you're free to go today. You're still subject to the subpoena that you were served with. You may be called back. Between now and then, please do not speak to anybody about your testimony, including your husband. Okay? And please don't watch any coverage of this case. Don't read, listen, watch anything about it. Do you agree to do those things?
Yes.
Very good. You're free to go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good time for a lunch break, counsel? Or do we have another short witness you want to get on and off?
Your Honor, we can break. I understand there's some legal issues to address too, so.
Understood. Okay. Any objection to a lunch break,
No, sir.
counsel? All right, please rise for the jury. Folks, quick reminder, you know what I'm going to say. Please don't discuss the case. Don't read, watch, or listen to anything about it.
Yeah, this got a bit
Please
spicy.
don't do any research. Enjoy your lunch. 12:40.
I had
counsel, is that reasonable?
no idea of
Yes,
any of this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 12:40. Thank you.
But as you said, affair could mean different things to different people. For some people, it has to be the boink, boink, boink. For other people, emotional is enough.
Well, and from Eric's perspective, was he just interacting with a female coworker, but
Yeah.
Kouri perceives any attention that she doesn't
Yeah.
get? I mean,
It could
again,
be, is she extremely jealous? Was this affair she had, was that something that she herself had? Was that retaliation? I
yeah,
mean,
and
there's so many possibilities here.
so while some people might think that she looked very, very evasive, it seemed like no, she was trying to work out in her mind, okay, well, if Kouri thinks he was having an affair, but I know he was just being like normal boss with a coworker, what does she want me? She seemed to be overthinking things more to me than trying to evade. But there did seem to be some things about her husband and Eric's relationship that she was evasive about.
Yeah. Either way, it would be interesting to find out more, because this is completely new to me. With his co-founder testifying against him in a violation of hunting laws.
Yeah, and I do wonder what the jury will make of the family, the co-founder getting very close with the Richins. Will they see that as, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I wasn't doing all of this stuff, but was the jury pool expanded outside of, I know it's a very small town that they're from, was it expanded to a bigger city
I
or
mean,
area?
the county in itself.
Because I do think there are certain levels of closeness that are more common in a rural setting that might not be common in a bigger city, like you going with the family if you're close,